Hey Giant Nation, welcome to Tribe of Giants Education with me, John Lucas. Today we're going to talk about lagging body parts and why they might be visually weak and what to do about them. It's almost certain that you guys have heard the word aesthetically pleasing or words aesthetically pleasing getting thrown around the gym and all over social media. The word aesthetic means the pleasant, positive, or artful appearance of a person or a thing. So an aesthetically pleasing physique is therefore a beautiful looking physique, possessing statuesque shape, proportion, and in saying that we can therefore say that a lagging or weak body part will almost certainly affect your aesthetics, and therefore it has to be addressed now. Now before you go throwing weights aimlessly around, you need to ask yourself a few questions, guys, as to why these certain muscle groups are weak. You're also going to need to put your pride and your ego in your pocket. Now, there could be a few reasons why you guys have weak areas, and it could be that you don't know how to connect to the muscle correctly. And your secondary and your stabilizing muscles are doing most of the work, and hence the targeted muscle doesn't receive enough stimulation. It could be that you're not training the muscles to true failure, and therefore you're not causing enough micro damage in the muscle for it to have to build up bigger and stronger. It could be that you're not hitting the muscles frequently enough, or it could be that that particular muscle isn't as genetically gifted as others on your body, and therefore more attention, frequency, and advanced techniques need to be used to shock that muscle into growth. Now, if you look around the gym and analyze people's technique, you'll find that egos generally dominate the gym. And that's the reason they're not getting their weak areas to grow, is they're not connecting to the muscle and they're going way too heavy and too concerned about weight. I reckon a lot of people blame bad genetics instead of understanding the real mistakes that they're actually making. Now, in order to determine what your problems might be, like I said, you're going to have to ask yourself a few questions. Number one, when training that weak body part, does that muscle burn and then fail, or does it get more of a tired, fatigued feeling and then fail? Number two, does the weak body part attain a good pump while training it, or do secondary and supporting muscle groups get pumped as well? And number three, are you able to get that weak muscle group stiff and sore still? Now, if any of the 3 points above apply to you, then it means you're going to need to analyze your form and correct it before that muscle is ever actually going to grow. Once you've done that, it's still obviously going to be underdeveloped. So it's going to be necessary to train that muscle group more frequently than just once a week. You're going to have to start training it twice a week. And if your nutrition is good enough, then you can even hit that muscle group up to 3 times a week. Changing the workouts obviously up every time so that you keep the muscle guessing and so as to have different types of stimulation hitting that muscle group. Now, if the muscle group is genetically weak, then you're going to have to do the same thing and train that muscle more than once a week. You're going to have to train it more frequently, and you're going to have to use more advanced techniques so as to force hypertrophy and muscle growth. Now please guys, please remember that even if your mind to muscle connection is good, it can always improve, and the more it improves, the faster your results will come. Thank you for watching another video. I hope this helps you bring out your giant, because remember, there's a giant in everybody. Please just subscribe and leave your comments below. Much love, Giant Nation.